one of the most fun things about gardening is you get to play and explore, and it's awesome. So one of the things I got to do this year that I've tried before, I have what's called a tower garden, and I actually had it indoors for quite a while, and this year decided to move it outside. And with that, it's a hydroponic system. I think that's what they call it. So basically, it's a water-based system. And it's a tower. It's got these different pillars inside. And you basically take a pod, put your seeds in it. Once your seeds have sprouted, you place the seeds inside these containers. They're not easy to get out when it's all dried up. So I'm going to be disassembling the tower garden today, taking out the plants that are in there, getting rid of the root system, cleaning it up, because we don't need it to run outside in the winter. So the first thing you do is you lift up the lid right on top. Just that down below. You have to make sure it is unplugged, because you don't want to have it plugged in and running and water flowing as you're removing things. There are nuts attaching the unit to large screw-like holes. That's a nut. I'm going to make sure you keep everything in a safe spot, so that way you don't lose anything, because that's no fun having to replace things. The unit simply comes apart by pulling. So this is the top. How it works is the water comes through tubing in the middle here, and then it spouts through, kind of like a nice fountain. It makes a really beautiful sound. It spouts through, goes through the holes, which then in turn feed all the different pots. And each of these have holes in the base, and they're situated inside, so it fits like a puzzle. And you'll see in here, we've got the pods, some of the root system, and then in the bottom are the holes. And it flows down to the next, to the next, to the next. So I can't reuse what's in the pods. Which you'll see here. This is the little plastic container, which you'll want to keep. Inside of that is the pod that had the green material that plants and holds and contains the water. So the seed goes right in here. I do it inside to establish the plant. Plant outside when it's warm enough and the water is can maintain a temperature above 45 degrees. Ideally 50 to 60 is perfect. And because you don't want to freeze the roots of the plants, you want them to still establish and grow. So the temperature outside needs to be really ideal. This unit just gets thrown away. You'll see I've already taken out the plant. The little root system is still in there. And I've got additional green pods that are fresh that I will use in the next season. You can get those from that company that provides it, called the Tower Garden. I am not an affiliate. I do not get sponsorship from them. I actually purchased this from a dear friend of mine who is, but no need to share the information here because I don't get compensated on it. It's not necessary. I'm just going to continue removing these. Those green pods can be found from them or most garden centers that provide you a resource for this type of hydroponic system. Once you've got it completely cleared out and all the roots are gone, you'll want to dump the water in the base. So this is the base unit. The water gets filled in here. You want to fill it up to 3 inches when you do it brand new. You can simply lift it up and dump the water out. I also have, what you'll notice down here, is a rolling base. So I can turn it, roll it wherever I need to. In addition, I decided because it's outside and it didn't like the sun a whole lot last year, I have this sail above it, which really did a good job of protecting it from weather as well as the sun, because we had such high degree temperatures this year. The watering system is connected through power, and that power leads to a motor inside the unit itself, which is just, it's basically something you could use in a fish tank. It pumps the water through. It's also got a filter in there. Now when I attach it, you'll notice I've got it wound around this tower holder. This is a tomato cage specifically provided by that company. Again, no affiliate, no compensation, but this is a timer. So I have it set for 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off, 24 hours a day. And I don't have to have a hose attached. All I have to do is simply bring the hose over, fill it up to that 3-inch mark, turn the hose off, and the water will last quite a while. When the plants are smaller, the water, you don't have to refill it for maybe 2 weeks. When the plants are more established, you'll want to water at least every week. They also recommend feeding the plants. And they have an entire proprietary system that they use. I've used liquid kelp. And basically I found this at the local garden center. It says supplies plants with neutral, fast-acting source of major nutrients. It also gives you the examples of how much to use based off of the type of system you have, if it's hydroponic, seeds, and so forth. And the most important thing to note about feeding your plants is that when you don't feed them, they get hungry. And it's not just sun and water that can feed them. There are nutrients that they need on a daily basis, just like you and I, certain vitamins and minerals. So it's important to continue to maintain that. And that's what I use. I use that and mix it in the water. Okay, friends, time to get dirty. So I'm going to work on this. You guys have a great time. Think about what you want to do for your garden. Do you want to have a system like that? Do you want to play with new fun things? It's worth a try. And who knows, you might just love the different variation of hardiness from a hydroponic unit versus a dirt system. I like a combination of both because I like to test out how they taste and watch things grow. So thanks for tuning in. Cheers to your success. Let's be awesome in all things and make it dirty.